Hey there, I'm so excited. I highlighted such a fantastic book this week, and it really caught my attention because I don't know, sometimes we get in our own way of being successful, of running our lives, of reaching goals and kind of setting bigger goals and dreaming big. And I thought this book really resonated with me on so many levels. And I just thought, okay, fantastic. I'm just going to jump in, kind of step out of my normal books that I highlight, and I'm going to highlight this one. Okay, but before I get there, thank you so much for joining us here. This is where we highlight books in 15 minutes or less, all on self-help, positive psychology, or books on well-being. And what I do is I suck out all the actionable nuggets so that you can apply the learning instantly into your life. And of course, if something sparks your interest, I always recommend that you go and you purchase the book and support the author, because there's so many fantastic things, but something that I may not pick up on. I mean, it's only a 15-minute highlight. So it's really important that if something does spark your interest, that you go ahead and support the author and purchase the book. Okay, so you ready? This is called Get Over Your Damn Self, the No BS Blueprint to Building a Life-Changing Business. So now I know I have a lot of listeners who are coaches and entrepreneurs, or even, in their own business, and then they have in a corporation, and they have a side hustle. So you know what? There's so many of you out there that I felt like this book would definitely resonate with you. So get over your damn self. I mean, are you ready to get this party started? Is the way that she put it in the book, and it is actually by Romi Neustadt. And it is a great book. It is not the direction, it didn't go in the direction that I thought it would. You know how sometimes you have this idea in your head of what the direction a book is going to go, and then it kind of goes in a different direction, and you weren't expecting that. So that's exactly what happened with this one. But you know what? I still sucked out a lot of the things that personally resonated with me, and that kind of I felt that would help you, the listener, have stuff to go on, like have some actionable nuggets to go on. But I mean, definitely go and delve into this book. She is a former lawyer, and a corporate girl, and she definitely prides herself that she transitioned out of the corporate career so that she could have more time to herself, and that she created her own six-figure monthly income business. And she teaches, basically within this book, she is teaching us, is what she's saying, how to connect with anyone about your business, about your products, about the possibilities of having a very lucrative and rewarding career. And she talks all about teaching us the power that is already inside us, that's built into us, and so we can have anything that we want in our life once we kind of get over our damn selves, is kind of how she put it. So, and the way she put it, I really liked it, resonated with me, is you are the CEO of your own business. So your own life. You're the CEO of your own life. So she also says it's not going to be easy, and it's hard work, as we all know, right? It's hard work. It's not supposed to be easy. Hard work does pay off. Okay. So she talks about you designing your life around what it is that you want to design your life around. For her, she didn't want to use her kids as an excuse. So she left her big income with her corporate career, and then she was able to create a very successful career on her own terms that she could design around her kids. And, she wanted to be able to travel, and she wanted to check places off her bucket list. And as you know, I think that's pretty much what we all want. No, I think we do. I think we all would love that freedom and flexibility to be able to vacation when we want, to work our schedule around our kids, and have a six-figure income. Let's face it. This is true. That's what everybody wants. Maybe, I don't know, maybe someone's different. Maybe they love being in the corporate setting at a desk, cubicle, who knows? Maybe there's something in between too. But anyway, so she is talking about everything that we want. There's limitless possibilities, and it's time to start. So here is her take on getting over ourselves and creating that no BS blueprint to building a life-changing business. And so, all right, so here are what she talked about first was some of the reasons why people don't succeed. And one of them was that they're not coachable. And she says that what we should do is make a commitment to be 100% coachable. In other words, we're open to learning, we're open to trying new things, and we're open to growing. So growing and learning obviously contributes to our success. Then she also talked about why people don't succeed is they don't treat their lives like a business. So they don't treat, they're not treating things like a business model. So if you treat your business like a hobby, this is what she said, it's kind of resonated with me, that's why I put it in here. If you treat your business like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. So that's pretty powerful, right? Yeah, like my business is kind of like a hobby and I'm kind of treating it like that. So she is suggesting to treat what it is that you're working on as a business instead of a hobby. And so make your business a priority is her other suggestion. So the other reason why people don't succeed is that they're not willing to get uncomfortable. And as we know, I mean, in positive psychology, we're all about, staying comfortable and safe is really important to help us with, feeling good. And, so it's actually a defense mechanism. We're definitely built into just, we're wired to be safe, and we're wired so that to extend our existence and our survival. So sometimes being uncomfortable pushes us out of our comfort zone and causes us to feel, not safe in our world. So a lot of people go the safe route. So what she's suggesting is be willing to get uncomfortable and get comfortable with being uncomfortable. I thought that was pretty powerful. The other reason she said why people don't succeed is that they're not hungry enough and not willing enough to sacrifice and to build and to put the time in that's required to be successful and to really, have that life-changing blueprint for your success and your career. So that's huge, right? Like, so I know me, when I'm super motivated, is usually after a swing or an influx or a change when things kind of haven't gone as well as I would like them to go. And so it makes me a little more hungry and motivated to step into that world of more promotion and marketing. And I say that I kind of cringe because I'm getting really vulnerable here, but I'm not comfortable with the whole put yourself in front of people's and push. And I don't know, the whole sales and marketing promotion piece it's very tough for me. And I never want to, and this is definitely, I know it's a limiting belief that's coming out of my mouth as I speak. I don't want to be that salesy person, and I don't ever want someone to say, oh God, this girl's post again. You know what I mean? So I definitely know that this thing, if you're hungry enough, and stepping out of that comfort area, that there's something to that, right? And every time you do kind of push past that, it's amazing how great things come. And, so there's a lot of great things here in this book, but I think the reason why it was a challenge for me is because maybe it did quite a bit push me out of what might be my comfort zone. So yeah, you'll see there's more to it than this. All right. So some of her action tips are to dig deep. So dream big. Really know that you're hungry, and that hunger for success and that hunger for what it is that you want can move you into action. So it'll help push you into action, really build up that hunger and those reasons why, and it'll change your life. She also talked about make sure that you're passionate about what it is you're doing. And as we know, this is so essential to have that passion behind what you're doing. It'll drive you. I know there's an expression like, what would you wake up in the morning, and even if you weren't paid, what would you be doing? Chances are that's your passion. That's your underlying DNA of what really makes you excited, makes you you. And so she's suggesting that we definitely tap into that, what it is that you're really passionate about. So it must move you deep in your soul, is what she's saying, enough to keep you committed to what it is that you're doing. I found that very powerful. Also, also, you need a bulletproof why, exactly what we just talked about. So why is it that you are doing this? And it needs to be strong enough, needs to be bulletproof so that it helps you get through tough times. These were great suggestions, right? This helps us with that hunger. This helps us with, treating it like a business. Like, why are we doing this? Is it so that you have that freedom to, help your kids through university? Or what are your reasons why? Why is this essential for you to, get over your damn self and to really push through this blueprint for a life-changing business? All right. So then she talked about basically like the tried and tested goal setting strategies. So, so ask yourself these questions. What do I want to accomplish? When do I want to accomplish it? And why do I want to accomplish it? And then she also added one, how bad do I want it? And then take action. So should we go through those again? Oh my gosh, so powerful. I know you guys have all heard probably of the SMART goals, right? Specific, measurable. Those are powerful as well. But I love the way she put it here. It's so simple. And I've heard it before, and we use it in the coaching model as well, is just asking yourself, what do you want to accomplish? What is it? What is it that you would like to accomplish? When do you want to accomplish it by? So it's timely. You know when it is. When are you setting that deadline? And push yourself, right? And then also, why do you want to accomplish it? Why is it important? Why are you doing this? So that drive is behind it. And then that grit as well, right? So your passion behind it. And then also, how bad do you want it? What's the driving principle here? Like, what is it that you can build that hunger up, right? And build it so you can be successful. And then, of course, take action, right? Treat it like a business. Okay. So those were very powerful, I thought, why people don't succeed and then how we can succeed. Very powerful. Then she also talked about making a master list. And I thought this was fun. So create a master list of everyone you know. So this is where the book kind of shifted gears a little bit for me. It was more about multi-level networking. And that's where it sort of shifted gears for me, because I kind of make it a personal mission not to belong to any multi-level networking companies. And just because I don't ever want the hidden, I always want to be clear and transparent, and I never want my interactions with people to be about selling things. And that's where that thing comes in for me, that I have problems with promotion and marketing. And so I love coming from a place of this is the value that I have to offer. If it falls in line with something that you need, then, it's a great mix. And so when it comes to the multi-level networking, it throws me off a little bit. I think that I know I have some work. I'm not judging anyone. I just have some work to do on my own personal journey here. So she talked about, in order to increase your network, is to make a master list. And I thought this was powerful, actually. So to create a master list of everyone you know, whether it's, your close friends, your acquaintances, and anyone that you think of, like new people you meet every day, like jog your memory. Think of who you went to high school with. Think of your spouse's friends. Think of past colleagues, maybe professionals in your network, or, your mom groups, or even clubs that you belong to. So the idea is to really broaden and brainstorm and create a master list of everybody you know. As you can see, that's pretty powerful, right? But I love what she suggested the next. So she says to try and add to this list every single day if you can. And the next step that I really thought was powerful is she says, make a top 30 dream teamer list. And so what I liked about this is that she says, these are the people that you would love to work with. So these are for like whatever reason. Maybe they're proven successful. Maybe they're so inspirational themselves, or maybe, they're influencers, or just you like their personality. They're fun to work with. So I like how she is saying to think about your network, make that master list of all these people that we know. We know so many people, actually, and you never know who along your path is going to help you, or you never know. So make that dream list of all the people that you would love to team up with, who you'd love to work with. And then she also talked about make a dirt list. And so that sounds funny, right? But dirt lists are these people that would really help you. They would sell dirt for you. These are your mega fans. These are the people that support you no matter what. And isn't it neat kind of figuring out who those people are? Like just thinking about that. Who are your really big supporters? You value them so much as a human being, and they value you. So she's saying to make that top dream team list, make the dirt list, and also make a chicken list. This is a big one for me. These are the people that you're actually scared to talk to right now. And then we emphasize the word right now. So making that list, what does that do for you? I mean, for me, it kind of makes me realize, holy cow, I know so many people, and I bet I could strike up conversations with so many of these people, the people that I would love to work with, and the people that support me and that are have my back. And then also the people that I'm really kind of nervous to talk to, that maybe I need to step out of my comfort zone a little bit, that I can connect to, and that can help maybe, grow my business or connect with and help in some way, right? So I thought that those were all really, really powerful. So now in her book, she went into getting over your damn self. So here's where we get into the nitty gritty. So I tried to suck out all the stuff here that we could apply right away. So get over your damn self. So tell your story. So this is what she's talking about, is that people are drawn to authenticity. So don't be afraid to share your real story. So, and we talked about daring greatly in one of the past books I highlighted. And this was all about, being vulnerable, sharing your story, because it really, really looks like truth and it feels like courage. So saying your story and telling your story is so profound, and it actually makes an authenticity about you. So don't be afraid to share your story and to get over yourself. It's not don't look at it like it's such a big deal and that you're weak in any way. Everyone has a story that can add to that authenticity, and it's your story. It makes you who you are. So she did talk about building your own story library, so that when you're communicating with people, have these short stories that support, all these different things that you have to offer. So her thing was, and again, it's the selling piece that feels a little odd to me. But if you're selling something, to have a story around what it is that you're selling, so that people understand it, and what is your success story around it. And stories that end up selling products and services, and it helps connect people to your why and the reasons why it is that you're doing what you're doing and you're offering what you're offering. I like to use the word offering instead of selling. Can you tell I have a big problem with this? Yeah, so if anyone has any suggestions for me or any tips, just let me know. All right, so connect. She also suggested to connect with your potential clients by being authentic and telling your story, okay? So the next step to getting over your damn self is to talk your way. So she's suggesting to have thousands of conversations, talk to people, reach out to people, hence the master list, and just don't be afraid to connect with all these people. She's suggesting to not be on the hunt. I mean, we've all had that person that's selling, all these new supplements maybe, and they're hounding you at the gym, and we don't like that, right? So again, her suggestion is to have conversations and to reach out, but don't be attached to the outcome. So trying to sell them that. Don't be on the hunt, and so she's suggesting that less is more, and to just really be authentic. And then her suggestion also is to listen, and really listen to what it is that people are needing, and that's powerful. So she's suggesting to start up conversations everywhere we go. You never know who you're going to talk to. She's all about building your network, so lots and lots of people, and just get comfortable with that. All right, so the next section of getting over your damn self is to solve a problem. So solve a problem and eliminate any pain. So that's the whole thing about when you're having these conversations, is finding what people are struggling with. So figure out a person's pain point and how your business can reduce or eliminate that pain. So basically what it is that, okay, so let's talk about this podcast. Let's get real here. So the pain point is that for a lot of people is that we don't have a lot of time. I mean, let's face it, we're raising kids. We're like, some of us are doing a side hustle on top of our main corporate job. Some of us, are trying to juggle so much, all the kids' activities. Who has time to read? It's really, really hard to find time to open books up and actually read the whole entire thing. But we all love to learn. Like, I know it's a wonderful thing. I mean, in Martin Seligman's well-being model of happiness, one of the elements is achievement or accomplishment, like learning and growing. And so it's really essential that we are constantly learning and growing. But you know what? Sometimes it's really hard to find the time to read these books. And so that's where I come in, right? And that's where this podcast comes in. I literally do that work for you. I save you a ton of time so that you can get the shorter version and still get some actionable nuggets, or even a wonderful review if you've already read the books. So see how it's solving a pain point or it's solving a problem. And I actually do believe that that's why my podcast and my Unconventional Book Club helps so many people. And that's why it's doing so well, is because it's providing a value and a service, and it helps solve a problem, right? A time constraint problem. So yeah, so there we go. That's an example. So it's really important for what she's suggesting is that know what your potential clients' pain points are and provide them with solution. And I can't emphasize, though, to do this in a really, like, not hunting for pain points and then, this is, it's almost, then it comes across slimy. So she's suggesting to do it in an authentic way. I happen to, have this that might help that, or I happen to provide this service if you ever needed it. So that's really, really what she's emphasizing here. So she did come up with an action tip. And so it's basically what's your target market's pain. So know what it is. So you're in your market, in your business. What is your market's pain points? What is it that... what problem can you solve? How can you ease that pain? So the other thing that she suggested is to write down their language. So figure out what it is that they're saying and how they say it. And then put your solution right beside it, side by side. And, the story why it is that you're the person to provide and help with that solution. All right. So I love this because you're not really selling, but rather you're helping and you're solving a problem. So this kind of feels more natural to me. So always being able to ask questions and find out what the pain points are so you can solve that problem. All right, so another way to get over your damn self is to help others make a decision. So she talked about Malcolm Gladwell's work, and she talked about there's two types of decision making. And there's the gunslinger and the methodological, I can hardly say that word, analytic type. So people make decisions in very different ways. So when you filter and you focus and you kind of don't give as many options to people and you give them fewer factors, then they're better able to focus and they don't feel as overwhelmed with a huge amount of variables. So in other words, don't overwhelm people with too many options. So it's kind of like narrowing it down and say, you help people actually make decisions. So science shows that when you kind of help people make that decision for your prospects, you can help move your prospects through the process a little quicker, and you can tell them the next steps. And as you can see, there's some definite salesy things within this book that she did emphasize in order to get over your damn self. So maybe I really need to look into those. Okay, so answer all potential. She's also talking about answering all potential objections as you're talking with the people, so that you've already answered any objections and you can replay what the prospect has said to you and what their pain points are, and offer your solutions. Okay, so as you can see, again, a little more geared towards people in multi-level networking there. Okay, so then the next part that helps you get over your damn self is to actually ask for referrals. Now, I don't know, it's kind of hard. Like at first I was thinking when I started this podcast, I felt a little weird asking for reviews on iTunes, but then I realized my hunger got stronger. As soon as people end up doing reviews on iTunes or making comments and things like that and subscribing, your readership or your viewership goes up, or your listenership all goes up. And then it's really, really important. So asking for that referral is really essential in order to grow your business. So you have a gift to share, and people are looking for what it is that you have to offer. So it's really important, if someone was really comfortable and happy with your service, just ask them to provide a referral to somebody else, or a testimonial even. Really, really important, because this will help grow your business. And don't be nervous to ask for that, because a lot of people are happy to offer their review, offer to ask for referrals. I mean, most of my book writing clients, so I help people write books, are all from referrals. It's from all the people that I've helped write books. They're like, hey, I wrote my book, I had a writing coach and I got it done within a month, and da-da-da-da. So then they tell someone, and it's amazing how referral is really, really important. But we have to ask for it, right? We could probably get more business that way. All right, so she also talked about how to get over your damn self is to so know that objections are good. So again, if someone objects or people don't want to use your business or your services, just remember they're just a helpful guide to help guide your conversation and information. And so you learn for the future. So just knowing that, not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to want to do business with you. And just recognize that objections are a wonderful opportunity to help guide your conversation and help you learn and grow. Oh, wow, someone said that. Like, maybe I could do this differently next time. All right. So then she talked about follow-up. So again, it sounds like a real estate agent, right? Number one rule is, like, if someone's interested maybe in selling their house, then you follow up with that person. And so follow-up, really, really important in terms of if someone reaches out to you and they're interested in your services, it's all about how you can serve them. So reach back to these people with updates on your business and with new product launches, or even any events that you might be having, and just good news even. Like, I would love that. Don't always email me when you're selling something. I actually like, other things too. So give them value. I love that she added that. Yes, give them value. And then they don't always feel like you're trying to sell. So essential, isn't it? And then she did the last little section about fear, and that fear has a destructive power. It actually stops us from all our intentions, and it's very powerful. So we often get stopped or cloaked in fear over time, and it becomes so thick that it's heavy. It's hard to remember what your dreams are. So she's talking about it in her book, is to get over that fear, get over yourself, and just put yourself out there. I love that. All right, so that's this book, Get Over Your Damn Self. Pretty powerful. And so what resonated with me, I think, was the idea of the treating treating it like a business, not a hobby. So it will pay like a business instead of paying like a hobby. So making your business a priority. I thought that was really what resonated for me within this book. I also discovered that this book is more targeted towards, network marketing, but I still pulled out some really great nuggets of support that really, like the hunger thing, like getting hungry enough, and the power of story, and your why, connecting to your reasons why, and also the network, drawing on your network, not necessarily to sell, but just to connect to others. I thought that was so powerful. It's like, and just offering your value, and then I feel like business does come after that. So that's it. That was such a powerful book, I thought, in many different ways than I expected. If you have any comments, can you let me know what resonated with you as well? I would love to hear from you. So make sure you connect. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening, and have a fantastic day.